Hello, good morning. Amy here, just enjoying a cup of joe on this cool morning. But I am gonna do a real quick video on our Botanical Foundation and Perfect Concealer. I'm gonna show you guys the different methods that you can apply with, go over the actual product with you, because I think sometimes people freak out because they're both wax-based. They're not sure how to apply it. And you only really need a little bit, so I'm going to do a not live, but it's a recorded video, but I'm going to do a little video just to go over everything for you, okay? So whenever you get your Botanical Foundation in, it's going to come in like one of these packages. Really cool thing about Limelight is our packaging comes with these little magnetic cases to keep it in, alright? So you can leave it in here if you want, but if you get say you get the foundation and 2 concealer option, because we do customized palettes, you'll get one of these. Like the 3 pieces will come individually. You just take them out of that box. You can lift this up right here because it's just magnet. They come in these little metal tins, all right? So, I'm just going to put that away real fast. So, if you get the foundation and the 2 concealers, you'll get one of these little cases. So you can put the foundation in and the concealers. So they're really cute little magnetic cases for them. Or, if you have purchased quite a bit of Limelight's little metal tin items, you can get a little black box. Excuse mine, mine's really, really dirty. I've had this for a long time, and I want to say I spilled makeup all over it one day, just because I've played with a lot of makeup. But anyways, it comes like this. You get a mirror in it, and it has 2 trays that are magnetized, so you can store just like all the little magnetic tins in there, so you know they don't fall out. But this is great for traveling, and it's nice and sturdy, and this is even magnetic as well. So I love my little black box. So if you have a lot of metal tins, like I said, you may want to invest in that, because it's just great for traveling. You'll have less stuff to carry, because you know, having less space used is always so much better, right, than having bags full of heavy stuff. But anywho, let's get on to the foundation, okay? I'm going to show you guys just several ways that you can apply it, because everybody's different. Everybody likes a different application method, because everybody's skin is different. So I have no makeup on right now. And since I have super dry skin, I like to put a little must do on before I put my foundation on, because it just keeps my face moisturized throughout the day. But the first thing I want to start with is our first base primer, okay? So if you have our wax base concealer, if you have our wax base foundation, this is the perfect product primer for your skin, because it's an oil-free mist. And oil and our foundations don't really mix well. So if you have an oil-based primer, it's just not going to do really the foundation justice. So I would recommend getting this first base primer, okay? And like I said, it's just an ultra-fine mist. So you just spray it on, and you just let it absorb into your skin. I'm going to fan it so it can speed up the process a little. And this product right here is just going to keep your makeup in place all day, which I prefer, because I don't reapply. I don't even take any like makeup with me, except for like, you know, lipstick and lip gloss. That's the only thing I have in my makeup bag now when I go to like work or out. I don't carry powder with me anymore. I don't carry foundation. I don't carry concealer, because once I put this on, I'm good for until the end of the day. Okay, so that's absorbed. And so now I'm going to put on a little bit of Must Do. Must Do is just a face oil. And like I said, even if you have oily skin, this product is going to be good for you too, because I'll tell you what, You might think I'm a little weird, but this is actually proven. It's known. You can ask your dermatologist or anybody about it. When you have oily skin, it's because your skin is overproducing oil. So if you introduce oil back into your skin is not going to produce as much anymore, okay? So if you keep your face moisturized, you'll notice you won't get oily as much. Does that make sense? So I really do recommend having a nice moisturized base so you can put your foundation on with, okay? Okay, so let's get on with the foundation, all right? I'm going to go in with Shinto 1, all right? And I'm going to do this half with a buffer brush, okay? And then I'm going to do the other half with a Blenderful, because those are two ways that you can apply it, all right? So let's start with the Blenderful. Okay, you can just take it like this into the foundation and just do like 2 little half turns, okay? And then you're just gonna like twist it on your skin. Like I said, I'm only gonna do like half of my face though. I'm gonna try. You're just gonna twist it. And you wanna make sure you bring it down and you're getting your neck. I always like to get my ear too, so you don't have that difference in color, okay? I like to blend everything down so everything is nicely blended. And that's the thing, you just want to make sure you're pressing it into your skin. Because our foundation really stays topical. It doesn't seep down into your pores. So you're just gonna kind of put it exactly where you want it to go. And just make sure it's nice and blended. Now I'm just gonna use the pointer end of it and really get like around my eye area. And just make sure when you're doing that, you're doing just very gentle, because that is the most sensitive part in your face. You don't want to beat up your eye too much, because that's when you get a lot of wrinkles. So don't pull around that skin. Don't be really abusive with it. Be nice and gentle. And then I always make sure I get really around my nose, like so. Okay, so can you see the difference already? And that was just 2 little half turns in that foundation, and you see the coverage that I have. And that's a really cool thing I like about our foundation. Our foundation is not heavy. Like I said, it stays topical. So if you are prone to breakouts, you'll notice that this foundation won't break you out. It has been known to actually cure acne in people that have like really bad acne, because it doesn't seep down in your pores. It won't clog your pores up. So if you notice a lot of like mineral oil-based foundations, they seep down into your pores and they really can clog them up. So that's why people are more prone to break out with the oils. This one stays topical, so it's not going to. But I mean, can you see the difference? How it just looks really, really just fresh, and it has a nice, healthy glow to it. But it's very lightweight. Okay, so that's applying with a Blenderful. Like I said, it's very easy to use. You just twist it to get it on, and then you just pat it into place wherever you want it. And our foundation is buildable too. So this is how I like it. I like a really thin, light layer, but you can put a little bit more on for thicker coverage. It's just on how you want to apply it, okay? So if I had like bad areas, if I had any kind of like acne or anything so I wanted to cover a little more, I would just take my finger right into the foundation, because it's wax based, and whenever you heat it up, you can really manipulate it and play with it more. And I will just put it exactly in those trouble areas and just lightly like tap it in to the skin. So if you had like a really bad breakout area where you wanted just a little bit more coverage, you just tap it right there into place, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go into the buffer brush, all right? Now, like I said, there's different ways you can do it. Like some people just take the brush and put it right there on the product. I actually like to just scrape some out, like so, and put it on the back of my hand, okay? And then I like to heat it up. So you're just gonna, you know, move your finger around into it and actually heat it up. And then I just place it on the areas of my face. Like so. All right, and so then you can actually even do this and get the remainder off with your buffer brush, but then you're just gonna take little small circular motions and really buff this in. Hence, buffer. That's why it's called the buffer brush, all right? And this is like one of my favorite brushes. This is actually by Limelight 2. It is an aluminum, well, it's black aluminum, but it has a nice weight to it. The bristles are super smooth. It just feels really amazing on your face. So I just gonna get all around my eye, get that in, and then just do circular motions all around till I buff it in just how I like it. And like I said, I get my ear, I go down my neck because I want everything to match, all right? But yeah, there's different ways you can apply it. It's just finding, you know, that right method that you like. But do you see how that foundation really covered up all of my redness that I have in my face? Because I do have like some dark circles. I have a little bit of rosacea. And that's just, I mean, a very, very light coat. So, like I said, our foundation is highly pigmented. It is made by RCMA, which they are really known in the makeup industry world. This is the foundation that you see on all the stars. J-Lo wears it, Beyonce wears it, Blake Lively wears it, Jennifer Aniston, all those famous people. Kardashians. Just because it's so lightweight, it's not going to break your skin out, and it's buildable. Okay, so bam, don't it look so much better now? So those are the ways that you can apply it. And like, you know, I do know people that actually put it on with their hands too. I mean, it's just finding the method that you like. I don't recommend really putting it on with your hand just because your hands are, you're dirty, you know what I mean? Like you carry a lot of bacteria and stuff from touching stuff all day long. So if you're prone to breakouts, you kind of want to just make sure you're not touching your face so much. And if you're using a blenderful or a brush, then you want to make sure that you're washing them. I like to do it every week, but 2 weeks is the tops. You know what I mean? You don't want to go over 2 weeks. You want to make sure you sanitize your brushes and your tools, okay? Because you use them on your face, you put them down, you use them back on your face, so they get bacteria in them too. So if you're prone to breakouts, you need to maybe wash your brushes more. Okay, so let's get on with concealer. So that was a foundation, okay? And I'm going to use my Limelight concealer brush, which I love. This is the old style. I do not have the new one yet, the black aluminum, because these brushes are really fine. I do love this one, but I mean, I just can't wait to get the actual new concealer brush in. Okay, so I'm going to go in with number 2. Just put a little on the brush. And then I'm just going to tap it gently in place. So I use this for my bags. And if I have like any, usually, I didn't put it this time, but since I have like a lot of red discoloration around my eyes, I usually put concealer 1 on first. That one is a green tinted concealer. It's not a concealer, it's more of a color corrector. So it really color corrects all the redness in your skin. So it's really great for people that have rosacea, where you have like those red discoloration spots that break out, usually around your T-zone and cheek area. Well, that concealer will actually color correct. So it'll take that redness and basically camouflage and give you like an even skin tone, which is really important, right? So I have it really bad, like all around my eye area. So I usually put that on before, but I wanted to show you guys the coverage you get just with the foundation. Okay, so put a little concealer right there, and I'm going to add just a little bit more on this one. Just bing, 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 bing. And this is also wax-based too, so you could, like I said, you could heat it up with your fingers and then apply it if you want to really manipulate it and play around with it. And that's what's really cool. When you try this and you see just how well it covers and how you can still manipulate it just by getting it heated up, you're going to fall in love with it. Okay, so I have my 02 on. Now I do love, usually after I do all like my eye and everything, I will go back through and put 00 on. That's our lightest concealer shade, and I use that as my highlight. So I really get, I'm going to put it on for you, but it looks so much better when I have my eyes did. But I use this 00 here, like to really just brighten up that area. So I use this as my highlight. Okay. And then you can just take your little ring fingers and be very gentle around that area. Just kind of tap it in, because like I said, once you heat it up, you can manipulate it more. There you go. Okay, so that was the foundation and the concealer that I showed you guys. Now, I always like to set it. All right, it's wax-based. Where is my powder? Sorry, I should have had everything pulled out. Okay, so I always like to set everything with this white. It's translucent, though. It doesn't really look white when you put it on. This is really what professionals use, photography, because flash from cameras won't like change the color, all right? And that's another thing too. When you use colored powders, it really changes the color of the foundation. This is just a translucent powder, so it doesn't change the color, it just sets it. But it gives you a nice photo finish when you're taking photos. And I'm just gonna tap some on my brush and then just brush it along my face. That's just really gonna seal everything in and set it. But you'll notice when you put this foundation and everything on that it is super lightweight. It actually feels good. It feels like you're wearing nothing, which that's what I love. I hate foundations that feel heavy, and it feels like it's suffocating my skin. So that was just a really quick little foundation and concealer demo for you. And like I said, get the foundation, get the concealer, and play around with it and find the method that really works for you, because everybody's different. Like my best friend, she likes to apply it with a blender full, and she does 2 turns for her whole face. I have another friend that does like 3 turns, and she wants a little bit more coverage, so then she puts it on with her fingers on the areas that she needs coverage with. Like I said, I like to use the buffer brush for me. Everybody's different, so find out your method that works for you. But it's super easy, it's breathable, this is gonna last all day. And the really cool thing is it looks natural. All right, that's what you want. You don't want a foundation where it looks like you're wearing foundation. You want a foundation where you look natural, youthful, you have that nice glow to it, but it's not heavy, all right? And you want everything to match, so make sure you blend it down your neck. Okay, so those are just some tips for you. If you need a color matching, hit up your beauty guide. We do have a foundation color matching quiz, or just send them, this is really important, send them a picture of yourself where your neck is visible in natural lighting. So that means go outside, stand next to, a window for lighting. It just can't be in a bathroom where you have fluorescent lighting, because fluorescent lighting always changes your skin color, okay? And you want to make sure you give them a picture that has neck showing, because that's where you really want to make sure you're picking the right foundation, that it's going to blend nicely with your neck, okay? So if you have any questions, hit up your beauty guide, send me a message. I'll be happy to help you, all right? Have a great day. Bye.